is Leslie Bonci. I am a registered dietitian and also the owner of Active Eating Advice by Leslie. Be fit, be fed, be fearless. June is Pride Month, and I'm going to take a little bit different spin on that. First of all, I think it is critically important, 12 months out of the year, but when I think about this from a food perspective and a body perspective in particular, what am I talking about? Number one, respect all the time. It is respect for everybody. It is respect for everybody's food choices without any comment. Feelings are never up for debate. We should never ever be criticizing other people for what it is they choose to eat. And guess what? We shouldn't do that ourselves. Sitting down to eat should not be a place of guilt. Absolutely need to be away from the equation. Number two, diversity. We don't all like the same things. We don't all eat the same thing. We've come from different backgrounds. There are things we've grown up with, things that are part of our traditions in the kitchen, things that we're not familiar with. And so that's the beauty of eating, is that wonderful diversity that is there. Number three, it is tolerance. Well, certainly our own tolerance for the foods that we eat, but also tolerance of what it is that everybody else does. For instance, there are some people that cannot tolerate particular items in their diet. It upsets their stomach, like a lactose intolerance. Or some people cannot tolerate gluten, which is the protein in wheat and rye and barley and oats. So let's have an open mind and let's really find a way to bring everybody to the table. That is critically important. Number four, this whole concept of food shaming or guilt just really has to go. The choices that we all make for the foods that we eat. Number one, it has to be within our salary cap. Critically important. Number two, it has to be things that we like, our food preferences. Number three, it has to be within our culinary ability. Most of us are not necessarily five-star chefs in our own home, and so we might not always spend a lot of time or have a lot of time to spend in the kitchen. And so we go, I shouldn't have sugar, and I shouldn't have this, and I shouldn't have that. What are you going to do? Just eat air? I don't think so. And so let's talk about some specific food items. Okay, cereal. It says honey on it. That's a sweet. Yeah, because it tastes great. And this is really quite healthy to have. And sometimes that can feel a little bit more enjoyable. And guess what? You're getting the whole grains. You're getting the vitamins and minerals that are there. You're getting something that doesn't require any prep. If your idea of a dinner is taking some peanut butter, on a spoon, fine, or putting it on a piece of bread, and that's the extent of your culinary ability and you call it a day, fine. There's no problem with that. But maybe you have a banana with it, 1, 2, 3, and done. Yeah, it would be nice to be buying fresh fish all the time, but maybe you don't have access to that. Maybe you don't know how to prep it. So why not in a can or in a pouch? There's no work to do it that way. It saves you some time. And we always hear about fruit, and fruit should be fresh. It's great when you can have fresh fruit. But you know what? If you don't like it, if it doesn't keep well for you, you can do something in a pouch or in a jar, and that also gives you the nutritional value. A lot of people are putting like can shame. It's like, ooh, you shouldn't eat anything from a can. Most of us are not going to have corn in January. Why? Because fresh corn isn't good then. And so if it's in a can, this is shelf stable. If it's fruit, this is shelf stable. If it's a bean, this is a great source of protein that's shelf stable, which means it's going to last for a more extended period of time. Cans can be part of your plan. If you say, oh no, I really should be just doing things from scratch, but you decide you want to have a frozen meal, there it is. Meal in a pouch. This is pretty darn simple to do something like this. You are not sacrificing anything nutritionally. And then when it comes to flavorings and seasonings, sometimes we want to jazz up what we do. Oh, how about taking something like a ranch or other type of flavored seasoning mix, and you could add that to a yogurt and make a dip. And again, it is incredibly easy. Think about the taste. Think about the texture. Think about what you enjoy. Find a way to get yourself to the table. Appreciate what everybody brings to the table. Reach across those aisles and sit down and let it go. You just don't have to worry about any of that kind of stuff. Taking pride in ourselves, taking taking pride in what we eat, being good people. That is what it's about at the end of the day.